Hey everybody, it's Cam here for the Nerdbook Review with my long-awaited, at least for a few of you, episode 6 reaction video for the Netflix live adaptation of One Piece. I do apologize. I know that it has been a while since I put up my other ones. I've had at least 3 people who have asked me why I don't have the other one out. Basically what happened was these videos were more popular than my book review episodes at the beginning, and I'm a book review YouTube channel. It was really screwing up my where my book review episodes were getting put as suggested videos for. They were all with video episodes, and my reach, my download rate was like 0.5% on some of my book reviews. And you can go back and look and see where they're getting shown, and it was all with movie reaction videos or TV show reaction videos. So for a while there, I decided that I better stop doing these videos because I don't plan on switching over and suddenly becoming a TV review show. Nerdbook Review would have to obviously just change the name in that case. Because of that, I stopped for a little while. Well, I think at this point now, I've had enough videos. I've got a couple of videos that are doing pretty well. One that's got about 5,000 views on a book review episode, and then a couple of them that are approaching 1,000. So I think that in this case, now the video is going to go the other way, where probably only the people that have already watched this video or that want to watch this video are going to see it, and that's fine with me. I don't care if this one has a terrible download rate. I want my book review episodes to be the ones that get shown in the proper place. So now after I've rambled on for a while, let's go ahead and talk about my reaction to episode 6. Obviously, the big reveal for the episode was who Nami finally was working for.
I have the map. I got it for you just like I said I would.
Nami, what are you doing?
Tried to tell you, Luffy. I was never on your crew. I only joined up with you so I could steal the map.
I don't believe that.
That's because you only believe what you want to believe. Doesn't make it true. Let's go.
Not until I finish my meal.
Why waste your time killing a devil fruit eater? Let the sea do it for you.
The fact that it was Arlong would be the only thing that would be surprising to anybody, I think. I mean, clearly she was going to betray them from the very beginning. I think it would have been shocking to me had she not been working for somebody else or at some point left with the map, because she was trying to get the map in the first place, if we go back to that first episode and remember. Zoro, obviously until the very end, he was asleep. I say asleep. He was unconscious after his fight with Mihawk. Sanji's the real star of this episode as far as I'm concerned. We spend a whole 9 minutes on his origin story in this episode of like 45 minutes roughly. So a whole fifth of it is just on that. I really liked it from the very beginning. My favorite scene in the entire episode was when we see Sanji as a kid and Zeph as the pirate, and it's attacking them. He tastes the sauce and says, "Ooh, this is pretty good, but it needs some oregano." And that causes Sanji to attack him and say, "Oregano is for savages."
Okay. No. Needs oregano.
Oregano for savages!
I don't know. I laughed pretty hard at that part of the episode. The whole them being on the rock thing, that was a real serious 9-ish minutes for this series. It felt like, to me, it added some real gravity to the situation that needed to be added into this episode, right? A lot of them are silly, and Luffy even is more serious in this episode than he generally is. I really felt like they handled Luffy pretty good too. You know, both Sanji, even Nami, right? She's with Zoro for a lot of the episode and is reading to him or talking to him and trying to get him to come back to them. And, you know, Luffy is handled pretty well this episode too. Sometimes I've felt like he's been too silly and too ridiculous in the show, and I haven't always liked him when when he's not showing the proper gravity of a situation, and I think he did in this one. It really, like, even his fight with Nami, right, over that she's mad that he let Zoro fight Mihawk when obviously he was going to lose, and Luffy actually says he thought that he was going to win, but he also says that he's never going to stop anyone from going after their dreams, even if, you know, basically it gets somebody killed. Nami gets upset about that. Sanji, he tries to tell Luffy the same thing in a little bit calmer manner, that, you know, you're the captain, you need to be in charge. Even Usopp defers and doesn't pretend to be the captain at any point during this one. You know, he's trying to be a little bit more serious and tell Luffy even that, hey, you know, things might not work out the way you want them to work out, and you need to be prepared for that. All in all, I felt like this was just a really, really good episode from the start to the finish. Arlong has been teased for 2 episodes previous to this, so it's really nice to finally get to see him. He has a really great entrance. Yeah, so I love the way he comes in. He's just menacing. He comes in from the sea. The other guys, you can see their gills. You can't see his gills, but obviously he can breathe underwater. He must have lungs to breathe out of water as well. He shows that he's got a lot of anger. In addition to, they say he has the largest bounty in their part of the sea. He just shows that he's got some real anger against humans. Just a real quick breakdown of the characters. I mentioned that I really liked Luffy in this episode. I felt like he was appropriately serious. Obviously Zoro, there's not much to say about him since he is unconscious for most of it. I liked Usopp. He's a background character here, but he even recognizes the gravity of the situation. There's no like silliness of him being like, I'm the captain, right? Sanji, I really like Sanji from the very beginning. I love his relationship with Zeph. You know, Zeph clearly cares about him, treats him like a son, and he sees a kindred spirit in Sanji with that they both want to make it to the All Blue and find those spices, right? Zeph's never been able to find him, and I think it's important that he pushes Sanji, you know, away at the end to join the crew. Also, I mean, there was no question from the very beginning that Sanji was going to join their crew. I mean, as soon as we met him, he was a big enough character that the way the show has introduced people, you knew he was going to join their crew. It was just going to be learning his backstory and how he ends up, you know, doing that. So Sanji, man, I mean, he kicks ass too. That fight scene with Arlong and Luffy is a really good one. Luffy really gets his ass kicked for a while there. The one saving grace about Nami in this episode is she clearly stops Arlong from killing Luffy. You know, has him throw him in the sea. Obviously, the salt water is the kryptonite for Luffy. I actually need to look. I don't remember if the salt water is just the kryptonite for anybody that eats a devil fruit. I need to look that up, and I'll do that. And there'll be a graphic right here that'll say whether that's true or not. I was incorrect about the last pirate, the cat pirates being a devil fruit eater, and people have, you know, mentioned that in the comments that it's just a version of his martial arts, which must be the same situation with Sanji, who obviously hasn't eaten a devil fruit either, but he looks like he's going to be a pretty badass fighter as well. So just this episode, it was a really good one. I don't know if it's my favorite episode yet. I think episode 1 I loved so much that it's always going to be my favorite, but this is probably my second favorite episode of the 6 so far, and I really liked every bit of it. I really like Baratier. It's just a cool concept, the whole thing, the way it's done. I liked even the background characters. I thought some of them looked ridiculous. I liked how the one guy was in a Hawaiian shirt, but he still has his like not wig, but his wig-like hair that looks like an old pirate captain, right? I just loved everything about Baratier was great to me. This whole episode really, I feel like the last couple episodes have really turned things around. I didn't like Luffy for a couple episodes there, and I was really worried that he was going to just keep going downhill and being too silly even when he shouldn't be, or I thought he was a jackass for a couple episodes there. I'm glad that we're bringing him back, that he's kind of becoming a real captain now. And the crew, I guess they lost Nami but gained Sanji. And I don't know, I just like Sanji. He's a cool character. He's my favorite of the cast so far for these 2 episodes now. And I'm excited to see where we go from here. Obviously, as I've watched them, I'm not going to give any spoilers until we get to each episode, just in case you're watching this as we watch. So I will get episodes 7 and 8. What I'm going to do is I have a whole bunch of episodes recorded already for my book review stuff. I'm going to throw these in probably on Saturday mornings. So they'll just be an extra episode, and I'm going to try to continue all my normal book stuff. So I hope you guys all enjoy these videos. I know at least a few people have, since I've had at least 3 people ask me when the next episode will come out. And I'll post something up on you should have already know when one's going to come out. I'll have posted something on the chat stuff on YouTube for that. Thank you for everyone that's watching the videos, and I want to hear your own responses and your own thoughts, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks.